Welcome back, dear students. We were doing this topic HRP and the need for the following reasons. So this slide, these points we have done, and we have done till fourth point. Today we shall continue with our fifth point: to face rapid changes, technological changes. So why human resource planning is needed, and this is one of the very important point, that why human resource planning is needed to face the rapid technological changes. It is obvious and it is known to everybody that how fast the technological changes are taking place throughout the length and breadth of the country. And in recent COVID times, you see many technologies have been transferred into doing something else which they were not supposed to. Reliance Industry is manufacturing what? It is manufacturing masks and ventilators. Now the industry as a whole has equipped to face this world pandemic, right? This corona pandemic. So the idea to understand in this point is that this is just a current example. However, technological changes, because of the technological changes, it has definite effect on the human resource planning, because we need to have certain kind of people and we need to shed off with certain kind of people. We also need to change the strength of the people, those who are working for the organization. So this is a very important factor. Now, before the advent of the modern technology, you might have seen that people were doing things by hand. Now, slowly and slowly, it was replaced by machine, then sophisticated machine, and in today's time, it is all computer control machines, especially if you talk of automobile industry and many other industry. People, they move around to control the computers rather than doing the actual work, because the actual work is done by the robots, industrial arms. So, there are many automated system which are working within the companies and industries as of now, and so we need specific kind of skills. We need people with specific caliber. We need people with specific background. So all these things are ushered in because of the rapid technological changes, which is changing very fast. So the myriad changes, myriad means the different changes in production technologies, marketing methods, and management techniques. Now, since most of around 40% of the, you can say, are through online shopping in today's time. The people are buying and selling through online shopping. So this is also one of the effect which the industry is facing, because people are not going to shop. They don't have the time. They are operating through online medium. So technological changes definitely change the human resource planning in any organization. Number one, the nature of the work is changing. Number two, the type of people required with the specific skills, their need is changing. Number four, rather than labor intensive, the industries is getting towards technologically intensive. All right, latest technologies are coming, and the world is, you can say, changing because of these rapid technological changes, and so the human resource planning too, right? So their effect. So marketing methods and management techniques have been extensive and rapid, because with the changing time, the industries are adopting itself to face the challenges, and accordingly human resource planning also, since it's a part of the management planning amidst other planning, so naturally we need to change according to the changing technologies. Thereafter, their effect has been profound on job content and job context. This I will explain. These changes cause problems relating to redundancies. Redundancies means लोगों को निकाल देना, क्योंकि they are no more required. So naturally, they are obsolete. They don't adjust with the current technology. Then also redundancies can take place because they are no more needed by the industry. Then retraining and redeployment. People need to upgrade themselves, or people need to retrain themselves so that they adapt to the latest technology. Redeployment at various positions wherever they are needed. All these suggest the need to plan manpower needs intensively and systematically with the ongoing rapid changes in technology. Now, job context, this I will tell you, maybe you may be knowing this in your HRM, you might have studied. Job content means, students, the actual content of the job, or a person who is doing various activities in a particular job, that is the job content with respect to a particular profile. And job context refers to the condition under which the job is being performed. यानी कि जॉब कंटेंट बताता है कि क्या क्या उसे काम करने हैं, और जॉब कॉन्टेक्स्ट किस एनवायरमेंट में और किस चैलेंजिंग कंडीशंस में उसे वो काम करना पड़ेगा. So job content एंड जॉब कॉन्टेक्स्ट, ये दोनों ही इफेक्ट हो रहे हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि नेचर ऑफ द जॉब चेंज हो रहा है, तो जॉब एक्टिविटीज भी चेंज हो रही है अंडर जॉब कंटेंट एंड जॉब कॉन्टेक्स्ट, दैट इज द कंडीशंस ऑफ वर्किंग. अब जैसे ज्यादातर कंप्यूटर टेक्नोलॉजी से रिलेटेड है, ऑनलाइन एक्टिविटीज से रिलेटेड है, दैट इज टू से जो एक्टिविटीज जॉब की है वो भी चेंज हो रही है, और जो कंडीशंस है किसी जॉब को परफॉर्मेंस की परफॉर्म करने की वो भी चेंज हो रही है. राइट? नेक्स्ट इज टू फेस ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल चेंज in the turbulent environment marked by cyclical fluctuations and discontinuities. The nature and pace of changes in organization environment, activities and structure affect manpower requirement and require strategic considerations, means perfect HR planning. Now, where the word strategic has come, it means it has something to do with the future. So, we not only plan for the current requirement, in fact, I would say rather we have different plans. We have a plan at the current times in our organization. Then we have projections, let's say for 2, 3, 6 months or within a year. Within a year, it is short-term planning. And beyond 1 year, it becomes a long-term planning. However, we have to plan these things ahead by the HR department. So, organization changes are ushered in because of various factors, environmental factors, cyclical fluctuations, cyclical fluctuations, by that you mean the economic trends which are changing, discontinuities. Some trend was being continued for the last few times and now it has changed. So because of these economic changes in the environment, political, it comes into political, it comes to societal, it comes to legal, there can be so many changes. So according to these changes, our organization needs to change itself, and if it changes itself, directly it has a bearing on the human resource planning of the people, those who are working in the organization also. So the nature and pace of changing in the organization environment, activities and structures, because we also keep on changing, the nature of activities also keep on changing according to suit the environmental conditions, and the structure also, the structure of the organization, maybe the hierarchy also needs to be changed. So accordingly, the manpower requirement will also change, giving outlook for future requirement of the manpower. Strategic here means, strategic consideration means something relating to which is coming up in times to come. So we have to, all in all, the bottom line is that organization needs to change according to changing circumstances, the changing environmental conditions, and accordingly the HR planning also needs to be activated and adjusted accordingly. Right? I think it is clear. Now coming up to the 7th, to determine recruitment and induction levels, we may explain this with an example. Manager wants to determine what kind of induction, यानी कि नए लोगों को लाना है, the organization will require at such and at such a date. Required as such यानी कि क्या requirement होगी और किस date तक हमें require होंगे. If we have a ready HR plan, we will have a fairly good idea what kind of people are being recruited and at what position. Thus, we can successfully plan our induction level. You see, induction after recruitment, thereafter person is trained on a particular job and thereafter he is inducted. Induction is a very important because we place a particular person on a particular job. Let's say we have selected a engineer. Now he has been trained. Now he needs to be inducted in a particular department. So that also is depending upon that will also depending upon the recruitment pattern, what has been the recruitment pattern, and it will affect the induction level. At what level we require people, at the junior level, at the medium level, or at the senior level. So a manager wants to determine what kind of induction the organization will require at such and such date. किस डेट तक किस लेवल के लोगों की कितनी रिक्वायरमेंट हमारी होगी, ये भी हमारी एचआर प्लानिंग से जुड़ी हुई है. और अगर हमारे पास इसका एक रेडी ह्यूमन रिसोर्स प्लान है तो हम इन चीजों को बहुत अच्छी तरह से इंप्लीमेंट कर पाएंगे. आई होप यू हैव अंडरस्टूड. वी विल मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट लेक्चर.